All right, on the phone right now is a guy who's going to be here on Saturday. He also is a QYK Guitar Pole alumni.
Ooh, yeah.
Who actually crushed it. People fell in love with him on stage. So talented. Do not play golf with him because he is amazing at golf as
the
well.
Best, yeah.
Austin, Texas's own George Birge.
George Birge! What's up, buddy?
Hey, guys. Man, JR, I need to bring you out on the road with me. You got me hyped up.
I am available for hire and
Yes.
pretty cheap, actually.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
I can't afford you, brother.
Well, George, it's good to hear your voice, man. You're on tour right now with Luke Bryan. You've been doing some headlining shows of your own as well. This has been a summer, right?
Probably the best one of my life. It's just, it started, we had our first number one this year in January, which was like the complete life changer for me. And all of a sudden we had these big artists starting to bring us out on tour. And, it kind of turned my whole world upside down. And then on the headlining stuff, seeing people, show up bigger and bigger every night. And it's all kind of culminated in this Luke Bryan tour, which has been just larger than life for us. It's been easily the most fun I've ever had on the road. And he's been such a great guy. It's been awesome.
Well, I mean, it doesn't get better than Luke Bryan. I mean, you just look at Luke Bryan, and it's just fun everywhere.
I don't know how one person can have that much energy, but
Yes.
he is just, he'll make you laugh anytime, anywhere. And he puts on as good a live show as I've ever seen. So we've been learning a ton from that, being out with him. But I'd actually never met Luke until we started this tour. And he invited me up on the bus first night, and we ended up hanging for like an hour. And, my cheeks hurt from laughing by the time I got off of it. And he's been bringing us up to do a song with him every night. I had my wife and kiddos out last week, and he got my kids all riled up before I went on stage for about 30 minutes. He is that guy. He's the real deal, and has definitely given me goals of what I want to be when I'm a headliner one day, because he is the absolute real deal. Yeah.
Love that. Talking to George Birge right now, and George going to be here on Saturday with Luke Bryan. Well, you talked about learning stuff from him, watching one of the best live shows you've ever seen before. Give me something. What have you picked up from him?
Dance moves.
Well,
Dance moves.
I don't know if George is the hip thruster or not, but
Luke is, though. He can teach him.
But no, have you learned some things, like some tips and tricks from him?
I was going to say, there's some things that are uniquely his own, I would say, like the hip dance moves. Yeah. But there's other things that I have definitely learned from Luke, like, the way that he interacts with his audience, and the way that, he can tell he just genuinely loves being there, and he, sends that. It's just a party with him, and I think the crowd gives it back to him because of that. He goes out there and owns it. And I think behind the scenes, what people see less of is, how he treats his band and his crew, and how he makes everybody enjoy their time there. And, because of that, everybody's working super hard for him. And it's just, it's a really, really cool deal. And we've been out on some bigger tours before, but I think just this is as big as I'd ever seen, because not only is he a country music superstar, but now with American Idol, he's a TV superstar too. So you get there in 12 buses and 12 semis and dogs sniffing your bags when you walk in, and you walk into catering, and it's like ribeye steaks and lobster mac and cheese. I was like, man, I have come a long way from a dive bar.
Yeah. We feel bad at the QYK Guitar Pole that we just gave you, some goldfish and a water.
Oh,
No.
we did not.
I'm a big goldfish guy, actually.
Isn't it funny how just one little movement of his hips can just make a whole crowd just scream? The women love his hip movement. Yeah.
It's absolutely wild. It is.
Talking to George Birge right now. Mind on You is a song that we have played the heck out of. Absolutely love it. First number one for you, George. It was so exciting to see you get that number one, and talk about how that's changed your life, besides the money's coming in.
Well, I would say that was definitely the nicest part, was be able to breathe and know we could keep the lights on. But, no, it's been incredible. We're on one of those big old tour buses now. I got a little bedroom in the back. I can go to sleep and wake up in the next town, and, been able to get out and see these incredible cities and actually get to spend some time in it. And then also just with the momentum of it, it was Parker McCollum brought us out on tour, and then Sam Hunt brought us out on tour, and now Luke Bryan's got us out on tour. And when I'm going and doing headlining stuff, I was used to maybe 100, 200 people being there, but now we're going to bars and clubs, and 1,000 people are there singing the song back. And it's just, more than anything, I think the biggest thing that it's done for me is given me the opportunity to share and connect my music with more listeners, and that's what we all do this for. That's the drug for us. It's just connecting with people over music, and having Mind on You open that door for me and helping me get to more listeners and get to share more music. That has been the biggest blessing, is just getting a bigger reach. It's crazy.
I love that. Well, I love the song. I love your new single, Cowboy Songs. It is so good. So I got a feeling you're going to have some more success with that one.
Lana, thank you so much. It's flying faster than anything we've ever done, and I still I pinch myself when I see people singing it or people with signs out there. It's wild, but I mean, it's also probably my favorite song I've ever written. I grew up in Austin, Texas, and it's a song about a dive bar night in Austin. Falling in love with a cowgirl at first sight that you probably don't have a chance with, but you got to try. And if she only dances to cowboy songs, that's what you got to play.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's some real life experience.
Talking to George Birge right now. Going to be here Saturday with Luke Bryan. Cannot wait to see him. George, we have Matt Stell playing our QYK guitar pull this year, and we know you guys are buddies. He told us that he has unlimited golf lessons from you anytime he wants because of a bet that he won.
Yeah, he is my hopelessly devoted student. He's he tries so hard, y'all. He tries so hard. He's a big guy. There's a lot of moving parts. When you're 7 feet tall, you're a long way from the golf ball. But I beg Matt not to gamble with me on the golf course because it is not a very even match. But he's insistent on it every time we play, and so. I have a lot of that prayed for you money in my pocket.
I love it. That's great.
That's great, man. Well, hey, brother, we always appreciate your time. You're one of the good dudes, no doubt about it, and I cannot wait to see you on Saturday.
You guys are a huge part of me being on that stage and a huge part of my story, and I cannot wait to come celebrate with you guys. So thank you all for having me on, and let's party.
All right, sounds fun to me.
See you Saturday.
See you guys.
See you, buddy.